Hey guys, so today I have for you a few simple exercises that will bring you a lot of great benefits. And practicing these exercises on a regular basis can improve your overall strength, athletic performance, your brain function, and things such as your memory, decision making, planning, the ability to focus. It's going to improve your posture. It may reduce chronic pain. It will protect you from injuries, and it will improve the overall quality of your life, because as you get older, you're not going to have to avoid engaging in activities that you actually enjoy. So what makes these exercises so special? Why do they bring so many benefits? Simply put, they focus on balance. Balance training requires a lot of brain activity. Also, it requires a lot of communication between your central nervous system and your musculoskeletal system. In other words, maintaining balance is a very complex task that requires coordination between your muscles and tendons and ligaments and joints, as well as your ears, eyes, and brain. People start losing their balance already over the age of 40, and then it typically gets a lot worse over the age of 60, and that's when we really see the danger when it comes to lack of balance, because that's when people start falling over and injuring themselves. And as a matter of fact, falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries in older adults. But the good news is that you can not only maintain good balance into an old age, you can also drastically improve it if you start implementing balance training and staying consistent with it. But if you're watching this video, then you're probably someone who's closer to my age. I turn 41 this month. And if you're anything like me, then you're probably really interested in improving our strength and athletic performance and cognitive function, because we still have big goals and dreams in life. And that's what this video is about. It's about giving you another great tool that you can use to optimize the quality of your life through pretty significant physical and cognitive improvements that come from regular balance training. So today I'm going to show you how to test your balance, which I'm sure is going to surprise you one way or the other. Either you're going to find out that you have better balance than you expected, or it's going to do the opposite and you're going to realize that you have some room for improvement. But either way, it's really good to do this assessment and know where you're at. And then I'm going to give you some exercises that you can start doing today and implementing them seamlessly into your daily routine, so that you can start seeing these great improvements in your physical abilities as well as your mental capabilities and personal growth. But before we get started with the balance exercises, let me introduce you to Green Chef, because balance is also important when it comes to our diet and nutrition. Green Chef is a CCOF certified company that offers options for every lifestyle, including paleo, vegetarian, gluten-free, low-carb, and keto, just to name a few. I love ordering from Green Chef because it allows me to learn new recipes and try new flavors, and it also saves me a lot of time. I don't have to go to the grocery store because all of the high quality ingredients come to my doorstep. And this week I ordered 3 delicious keto meals. Everything is already perfectly pre-measured, so all I have to do is just follow the easy step-by-step recipes that come in the box. This way I get to have fun with cooking gourmet recipes made with variety of organic ingredients, and I get to eat absolutely delicious, wholesome, and nutritious meals. This is a very convenient way of supporting an active and balanced lifestyle and getting on the right track with your diet, especially if you're someone who's really busy. And because April is Earth Month, Green Chef has decided to celebrate Mother Nature with brand new earth-friendly recipes made with earth-friendly sustainable ingredients. And this is an example of what I'm going to be eating this week from Green Chef. I'm going to have pork chops with Southwest crema, yummy, with zucchini, bell pepper, and cabbage. And then I'm going to have Middle Eastern style beef bowls with cauliflower, rice, and feta, cheese, and almonds. And then Mediterranean chicken with artichoke, roasted peppers, and Brussels sprouts. Yum. I'm so looking forward to cooking these meals. And not only that, Green Chef has also partnered with One Tree Planted. And what they're doing is that they are reforesting northern Thailand. And they also help combat food insecurities in vulnerable communities. So if you purchase a box from Green Chef this month, you are going to be contributing to this project, and you're going to be helping adding more trees to our beautiful planet. So make sure that you use code Zuzka60 for 60% off plus free shipping on your first box, and visit greenchef.com for more details. The link to Green Chef is below this video. So now I want you to stand up because we're going to be testing your balance. You're going to need your timer because you're going to time yourself, and then also, you may need a chair or a wall next to you so that in case you lose your balance, you can catch yourself. I'm not going to use anything because, first of all, I'm not going to do it for that long right now. And secondly, I have a pretty good balance because I've been working on it. I'm going to show you later on what I've been doing. So we're going to start with a simple test. Your feet are together, your ankle bones are touching, and you're not going to use arms for balance. You're going to put your arms on your hips. And now I want you to also close your eyes. That's the tricky part, because the moment you close your eyes, you're going to notice that maintaining balance becomes a little more challenging, because now you can't rely on this sensory input, which is quite important for balance. Now you have to rely more on the input from your muscles, your feet, your joints and your ears, but you don't have the eyes to rely on. And that's a big deal. You need your eyes for balance most of the time. But this gives you also a different perspective on how your muscles are firing when you're trying to maintain balance. So close your eyes, put your hands on your hips, and you should be able to hold this position for at least 60 seconds because that's the healthy standard. And if you can hold this position for 60 seconds, then that's a good foundation to build on. And now it's time to challenge this a little bit, challenge this position, challenge yourselves, and you're gonna stand on one leg. You should be able to hold this position with your eyes open and your hands on your hips for at least 29 seconds. I don't know. This is the healthy standard. I'm not sure who came up with this very specific number, 29 seconds. I'm not sure why is it not 30 seconds. But anyways, this is supposed to be the healthy standard, 29 seconds holding this position on one leg. Later on, I'm going to be also talking about the proper form, but right now, let's just, squeeze your glutes and pull your abs in. Make sure that you're not sticking your hip out to the side. Be nice and tall and hold this for 29 seconds or 30 seconds. Let's challenge ourselves and let's do 1 second longer than the healthy standard, okay? So after you test yourself with your eyes open, do the same thing with your eyes closed and see how long you can hold this position with your eyes closed. Your balance is going to be challenged. It's normal. It's normal to feel like, oh my God, I'm out of balance. But let's see how long you can actually maintain this position. And let's aim then at least for that, baseline, for that healthy baseline, which is the 22 seconds. And even if you cannot hold it for the entire 22 seconds, it's not a big deal, because the more you do it, the more often you do these exercises. This is not just a test. It's also a practice. It's also an exercise that will improve your balance. The more often you do this, the more you're going to be improving your balance. So now let's talk about what we should be focusing on when it comes to proper form. So for these exercises, when you're balancing on one foot, these are going to be the basic exercises that you're going to start with when it comes to your balance training, because this is the easiest thing to do, and it's also something that you can just incorporate seamlessly into your daily life. You don't really have to pull out your exercise mat and get into your exercise clothes to practice your balance training. You don't have to do that. I personally practice balance when I'm brushing my teeth. I started doing, it's my ritual now, that I brush, because you're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes, right? So I brush my teeth for 1 minute standing on one leg with my eyes closed, and then I switch my legs for the second minute, again with my eyes closed, and I'm brushing my teeth. And this simple technique, this simple thing, improves your balance a lot. And at first, you're gonna notice how much your muscles are firing in that supporting leg. It really improves your strength so much when you're trying to catch your balance, when your balance is challenged, and then you're really tensing all those stabilizing muscles, because your balance doesn't rely just on those big muscles like your glutes and hamstrings and quads and calves. You really have to engage all of those deep stabilizing muscles, the muscles in your core as well. So this balance training really improves, this is why it improves your overall strength and athletic ability as well, because it just makes you overall better, stronger athlete. So you're gonna start with these basics, basically just balancing on one leg and with your eyes closed. And what is important when it comes to these exercises is that you do them barefooted. And actually, I would like to encourage you to be barefooted, walk around barefooted in your home as often as you can. Because it's those people who keep their feet locked in shoes all day long are those people who lack the sensory input, or they are desensitized in their feet. So the brain is not getting the information that it's supposed to be getting from their feet. And so you want to restore, if you're one of those people that have been locking their feet inside of shoes, then try to set your feet free and allow them to restore the sensitivity so that they can start sending the proper signals into your brain, because you're going to be surprised. A lot of time when people start doing that, when they start walking barefooted, it can resolve chronic pain, it can resolve their lower back pain, all kinds of issues like that, and simply because their neural network is now communicating better, and the signals are not scrambled and they're not muted. So start walking around barefooted and do these exercises, these balancing exercises, barefooted. So the first thing that we want to be focusing on is our foot. What are the muscles in our foot doing and how we're distributing our weight? You want to be distributing your weight evenly between your heel, your pinky, and your big toe. Also, you want to be pressing the ball of your foot into the ground. So once you have that, you connect the mind to the foot and the muscles, what they're doing, then you have a good foundation in your foot, and you can move your awareness up, and you can move your awareness into your hip. A lot of people, when they have postural imbalances and maybe issues with their hips, will notice that their hip is kind of like pointing out to the side, or is shifting out to the side. So what you want to be focusing on is squeezing the glutes and elongating your spine. Imagine there is like some invisible line that is pulling your hip up, pulling your spine up, your neck up, and your head up towards the ceiling, so that you're standing upright and you're engaging the muscles in your hip. And focus also on, making sure that your core is tight. Everything here should be tight. You can tap yourself to kind of remind your body to tighten everything up. And then breathe. Also, don't forget to breathe in this position. The moment you start holding your breath, you are not owning this position. You're just not relaxed in this position, and you should be somewhat relaxed. Of course, you want to maintain tension, but you don't want to be like, you can't breathe. You have to be able to breathe. So these are the basics that you want to be focusing on. This is the basic exercise that will build that foundation for your balance training. But then it's very important that you keep challenging yourself and keep adding things like, for example, once you are able to keep your eyes closed in this position and maybe brush your teeth in this position for 1 minute like I do, then start challenging your balance even more. Start doing different exercises like yoga postures. You can put your foot up on a thigh like this and try this balancing position. There are so many great balance yoga exercises that you can try. So don't get stuck with, just this with your eyes closed. Really start focusing on improving your balance even further. And you can make it fun. You can make it really entertaining for yourself. You can join Z Gym and do my workouts that focus on balance and mobility and flexibility and agility that will make you an overall better athlete as well. So now I'm going to show you some additional exercises that you can incorporate into your weekly training and have a little bit more fun with it. So this first one uses a slider. So this slider, you're going to be pushing away from you and then grabbing it with your toes and bringing it back towards you. So you want to be, again, focusing on good posture, making sure that your hip is not sticking out to the side. Really focus on what the muscles are doing in your foot, in the sole of your foot, if your weight is evenly distributed in the foot as well. And then you want to be pushing that slider forward. And you're not really putting any weight on that slider, you're just pushing it away from you. And then you're going to grab it and push it towards you. And then you can do the same thing out to the side, push it away from you, and then push it back towards you. You can do it diagonally forward, then you can do it also back, behind you, and then, I don't see it where it is, okay, there it is, and then bring it back forward. You can do it diagonally behind you like this, and then grab it and bring it forward. Another great exercise that challenges your balance, and you can make it as easy or as difficult for yourself as you want. But basically you start with your knee up, balancing on one leg, and then you lean to the side and extend your leg out to the side. You can do it slowly or you can do it fast. And the faster you make it, the more challenging it's going to be, obviously. You can just do this, kick out to the side with your heel. You can also kick down here if you're a beginner. If you're just starting, you can just do this. So you can play with it and really play with that intensity and the challenge of this exercise. Another great exercise from yoga is Warrior 3, and this exercise is a little bit more advanced. It also requires a certain degree of flexibility and mobility, but it's a great exercise that you can also modify. Like, you don't have to be perfect in it. You can start by doing something like this, just bending forward, making sure that your back is straight, that your abs are pulled in, and then you can slowly try to extend that leg until you're able to extend the leg completely and extend the supporting leg as well, and square your hips until you can hold this position and come out of it without losing balance as well. So there are many different balancing exercises that you can start having fun with. You can also join Z Gym, and you can try my 4-week program that focuses on improving your mobility and flexibility. And in this program, there are also a lot of these exercises that challenge and improve your balance as well as your agility. So it's kind of like a lot of things in this program that you're going to be improving. And why am I holding socks in my hand? So I also wanted to show you that try to challenge your balance in your daily activities as much as you can. So for example, if you're putting socks on, then make it into an exercise, into balancing exercise. Pick up the sock by standing on one leg, put the sock on standing on one leg. Do the same thing on the other leg. And then if you're feeling really adventurous and if you feel like your balance is excellent already, then do the same thing with your eyes closed and see how that feels. Don't fall over. So, guys, I hope that you are going to have a lot of fun with your balance training. And I will see you next time here on YouTube or in the Z Gym with our daily training and daily workouts. Ciao.